Oh, so that's what you did. I see what you did. I see what you did.
Like,
Yeah. So now we live, yo. We pulled up? Not yet. Not yet. Check on you. Hold on. Let me go to Instagram. Instagram. Yep. Oh, it's saying unable to connect to IG for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it just say unable to connect right now.
you're live on YouTube.
Saying yeah. Okay. All right, fuck it. We go on YouTube. We'll just have to promote it for YouTube because Joe, maybe you can figure this out because I just tried to log on and log off on it and just say unable to connect. So I don't know why.
I think
Maybe let me update the app or something.
yeah. But worst case scenario, we just do YouTube, right?
Yeah, we just do
And
YouTube.
you said you're gonna do Twitter from your phone?
Yep.
Okay. What is this? Oh, this you turn on?
Yeah. I want to put this in the fridge. You mind?
You want me in the fridge? One in the cool. I'll put in the fridge.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's some whiskey and some ginger beer right there. I got some Japanese whiskey I want to try out.
You got some Hibiki?
Nah, I ain't get that. I got some doors. You heard the doors? I'll show you this shit. They make some good.
Oh, so there's like a energy drink.
Energy drink?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot the cans. Damn.
The who? Bring what?
NFT
the
energy drink. Yeah, do we have even an empty can? Because that's how I played it off last time. I had an empty can.
So somebody got 21 people one time. Did they ever take it out? I thought we can always just use augmented reality. Have that shit there, just chilling.
I gotta save this to the cloud. Oh, I ain't know I can save this to the cloud. Oh, I gotta upgrade my plan. All right, so we'll just keep this laptop right here because it's gonna at least capture 3 people here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What y'all sipping on, man? Y'all got the mimosas already?
Yeah, so there's if you go to the front, there's some OJ and then there's some that's cooler. Some yakety.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna set it off light with the fucking.
It's not, but
Yeah, we can fit about 3 people right here. We got 3 people on the couch. Tia, come here.
yeah. We need plug me a lead.
Get in the middle.
I think we need at least 2 more extra seats though.
Oh yeah, we can fit 3 people in here. Good. So this is YouTube live stream right now.
Oh.
We testing. Yeah, we testing. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Just testing. So, but I'm gonna let this shit run while we talk. Man.
What time y'all streaming at 2?
So
So it's right now.
yeah, I'm a fan. So all I'm gonna do is just pass my phone. Plus, you got the mics. Do you want to?
I do.
Should we put the mics in the laptop? Because I still want to have people be able to tap in on the actual spaces up here.
Yeah, I mean, if you plan on passing your phone around, you have to connect the mics to that.
Yeah, that's cool with passing the phone around too.
If anything, see, I can have it if I had it playing on my phone in my head. I can literally just pull up the bottom of my phone, hear the question, and get it off. Now, like that. When it's lacking, it's like something like that.
I know
That shit was like 10. Yeah, it was a bad grade.
No, I mean, I just said the number.
Oh yeah, it's a number. Yeah,
Oh, that?
telephone number now.
No, the telephone number.
Joe, text me the number so I can read it out.
Well, I'm actually.
Can you read it on screen?
Yeah, we can do that, but I'm actually thinking you should set it up on your phone or computer because I'm about to do the trivia.
Yo, all right, cool. I don't know what you did.
Let's go to Google Voice.
Google Voice.
We'll take this
You know what, Tia? I'm gonna send you your email address. I'll send you the topic so at least you can see what we have until the ladies start coming in.
Right.
Add 2 more chairs, but you can do it. Like they're not even being 10 minutes. And that's okay. I think
Personal use, I guess.
Oh,
Joe,
yeah.
what you use? Personal or business? Personal?
uh
Google Voice. Personal, business.
business. Oh, you guys who wants to participate? I'll participate. Obviously, I'm trying to be a part of it. But don't hit me.
Nice.
That's why the fries must be up there.
I know the answers already.
Shit, he got number 5 or something like that when we did it.
I thought it's charged.
Oh, they got it.
Wait up here on camera.
Nah, the people can rotate in and out. You know what I'm saying? People can rotate in and out.
So are you doing like a different segment style this time or what if I
Nah. What we doing is just gonna have only thing we adding extra is
we're chill.
women
Just may not be on
come
camera.
in and ask questions. Anybody can ask questions. You know what I'm saying? But we want to cater to the ladies a lot today. All right, Joe. I got yeah, but this shit, they ain't got like a free one for like
Grab
online.
the drink real quick.
Yeah,
We'll work like work straight.
Yeah, starting right. That's right.
Yo,
Can we get some people in the audience to help bring this food? I got it. So I feel like before expanding out different platforms, you should keep if your main platform right now is X, keep your main focus on X. No doubt. So like
Yeah, I agree.
me personally, I think it would be dope if you had the live on X and you use the number for people to call in, but keep the focus on today because we do have an opportunity to have different guests on. So real, I'm not really worried about the people coming on, so please listen in.
because I already set up the space itself. So
Yeah.
I'm saying I should just go live and say fuck this space.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
We did discuss that last week. So for the spaces not pop up over there, if I go live right now,
It'll be at the same on the top, so when people are on live or streaming, it'll be at the bottom of Twitter. See like right here? It'll just show up right here. Yeah. You can see there, show you what it looks like.
When did you make that post for the spaces? Because you can edit it.
I just did it 24 minutes.
Yeah, you should have an hour to edit.
I mean, I can edit it now. But I don't know. Man, but me, I understand, but I would edit shit.
Hey, you put your number in real quick. And it's gonna send you a text. Can you read me the code?
So I'm already lit, bro.
592.
You already started. You started.
592.
I'm already lit.
Yeah, brother. 592-609.
Water boy guy.
Trav, you funny.
Huh?
You're funny.
Go what?
I overheard what you just said.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here's the number. Well, no, she worked the registration.
Yeah, Tia gonna do the
Here's the number. People call that number. It's gonna ring on your. It's gonna ring on your laptop. It's not private. Or on your or your cell phone. You want me to test it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna text it to you and Chris. Well, Chris ain't here yet.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
All right, we'll just text it to you guys just so I can have it somewhere on my phone where I can read it.
When I call and see how. I'm calling them.
Yeah. So what answer right there, right?
Yeah. Such a phone call.
Press one.
With the most. Okay. You can hang up?
Nah, you good. All right, this shit work. All right, good. All right, so we going live. So I'm gonna take this post that I just did, right?
I would just, just go on restream. Never mind.
Nah, go ahead, brother. Nah, what you was gonna say?
Just ask. That's what I'm saying. On restream. So this is the video. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still doing the YouTube. We're still gonna do the YouTube.
We're already live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. We live on YouTube, and that's what we're gonna do. Live on.
What you mean? What you mean? Let's go. What did you say? We've been live this whole time, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, I ain't worried about that.
Shit.
We can edit on it.
Well, no, you can't. It's literally live time. Once the second you end it, it's all over.
You said you worried about that.
I'm not worried.
We should after this person delete it. I'm just joking. All right, so this post about the spaces, I'm a day, and then I'm gonna just go live, right? Live on my phone.
But I don't think we need to pass the phone around. I think we all
I think we get the mics for you.
the phone will pick it up.
All right.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you should test that out because
Yeah.
Wait, live.
because sometimes people don't project as well as
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, let's test it out.
So that means I gotta hold my phone up, to go live.
Well,
The people gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that means my phone gotta be like right here, and
I thought you were gonna go live on the laptop. YouTube and X at the same time.
that's what I'm doing. But I can't do X because I need premium. I can't. Oh, I forgot to tell. I just told y'all. Yeah,
Right.
I don't have premium.
It wouldn't even work anyway. Actually.
It wouldn't work if yeah.
All right, so I guess it's gonna be on live on YouTube and let's do it like how you normally do it.
Yeah. Someone told me not to cancel that shit. I ain't even checked how much of the premium, you know?
You don't know what he's doing.
You're hold on. If I make you the co-host, can't you do a live stream?
I don't have finger either.
Oh, okay. Ain't nobody premium.
I mean, I have to.
No?
Yeah.
So if I make him co-host, think you can okay, let's try it. I'm try to drink that.
All right, good.
I'm bored.
You want to check on about the picture? You scared of this guy?
No, they wanted to be like,
They did?
yeah, but you were like, very on your earth.
You did it. Well, then it's worth it.
All right.
Was it worth the $300?
No,
That's what I'm telling me. Your VIP is $5 grand.
I saw that. So then you can go. One up's like max $10. Let's say y'all rate.
you talking about
First, it's not a big deal. Let's do that hashtag flow show. I'm not sure if you can edit it.
I don't want to do it.
Okay,
It's gonna look tacky.
let's. We're gonna be wrapping that was big. We got 3 minutes. So, and by the way, Teron made a good point. He just realized he didn't have Twitter Premium, so he wouldn't even be able to do it. So,
Yeah.
we're just gonna live stream on YouTube. Like we're live now. We're just gonna have it open.
Definitely not working at all. The inside part was there. It was like a regular like.
You could go to the like giant continental fund and have all the sort of work on this and
Yeah.
I'll probably work in the form.
It's like pretty much just it's something with all of these. Back on.
All right, so live streaming on Twitter. Gonna be live streaming from here. You're gonna get the spaces popping. You got to close that door. You got 2 minutes. It was started now just because we started earlier.
Yeah, let me get you this. So are you gonna connect the mics to the space or
Nah, we don't need to do that now at this point.
no?
Because originally we was gonna do it, I guess, from the mic, but because we're gonna be passing around my phone, we don't even need the mic. Like if we was live streaming, yes. So we can pick up the audio.
So you don't need these?
Nah, I don't think so. We're not live. We live on YouTube too.
Well, he didn't have premium, so we can't do the live stream. So further Twitter.
It's all good. Because we just trying this shit out. And I already give Twitter $5 a month for the regular service that I need to download videos and all the other shit. I'm like, I don't want to give Twitter fucking $15 a month. Nah. That's what I thought too. I thought that shit was a premium, bro. I thought that was a premium too, because I paid for it. And they was like, nah, you need to have a premium service. I guess I got the basic plan that you pay for. That's why I bought the shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's your handle? Underscore the crypto crew?
Yep. Underscore crypto cool on Twitter.
Okay, right?
Yep.
Make a dope video today.
Yo. Y'all already know we live today at ABC, y'all. We doing something different today. You know what I'm saying? We live streaming on YouTube and we live on Twitter right now. You know what I'm saying? So we having a little blockchain and brunch mixer up here at ABC. You know, we're gonna have a few people come in and out of the space today. You know, we're gonna have a few ladies pop up on the live stream to give us their take and their views on blockchain and crypto, what they know about this space. So I'm looking forward to this one today. This one gonna be special, y'all. Like I said, we live at ABC. So if you want to see the visuals, just go to the Crypto Crew YouTube page and you'll be able to tap in. So we here, y'all. So we gotta wait for the room to fill up. And I'm gonna be passing around my phone to the individuals here so we can all speak into the mic and say our piece. Word. Shree, do me a favor, open the door because I'm gonna let the music play from the background. Just say, put on some. We're sorry.
Been here for 2 years. Spends every single Thursday for 2 years straight.
That's something.
Every single Thursday. 6.
I don't really have any extra topics.
Like 7 to 9.
Sure,
I'm a little early.
Yeah.
cut it short because
Have food.
I wanted on
In the night room,
ladies
front room.
times.
Guest speakers. Anyone you can think of, you got FBI, Coinbase, MasterCard, Visa, anyone you can think of have been in this building for educating individuals in the importance of blockchain, crypto, Web3.
Right. That's CJ told me about you. CJ?
CJ, the smart guy, he's actually been he's presented next time
Here, but I thought he would come here today. What? Oh, about it.
He'll be here later today. I believe he's at a fest right now, but he'll be here.
Here, last week. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's like I said, but he told me, I said, that much that you could be there. It's not all. I probably speak for under South Doing, but I just thought it's pretty. That'd be a deadly across on the 75. Easy shot. I said all the other shot. Yeah.
And what was your name, sir?
Jamil.
Jamil?
You'll have it.
Van like Vancouver, sir. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Thank you coming out. And then, more, so I got introduced to sit more on this it's like this. They kind of fired the game and shit. Everyone usually says they didn't know this place from here. Yeah, I like something in the first coming out of the company, man. You made up something. I'm tired. Okay, yeah, it's not fun. It's really great. That's very cool. Maybe this is this is all next that's your system. No. You go on for like restaurant, man, what else would you do with that? So, so. Makes you the salt, have fun for me. You ready for salt. So let's it's all down. Look for it. When you say, what if I get a kind of Jewish? They're like, you're saying, I'm getting expensive. I'm good. Oh, you mean, oh, you getting another Camry? What's up, man? That's not me. It's great. Oh, well, I should invite this girl up here. She is singing. She does function with the hard part. Okay, right. Said like God. Oh, man. I think two pieces of this. I think you know about this, which probably international stroke. Yesterday, I was looking for shirts and less. They thought about the bus saying. How many they pick up? I saw on the Telegram for $75. It's like I got a little turned off with EYL. Stupid.
Hold up, Chase. You know we recording on YouTube. Yeah, we live. So yo, hit the yeah, y'all might pass around the phone so y'all can close the door. I'm about to start running through this shit right quick, yo. Try to grab Tia too. Yo, grab Tia.
You gonna do it right now?
Yeah, it's 2:05 now, bro.
Oh, I thought we were gonna let her come in later when she.
Oh, all right. If she preoccupied,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
So,
Yo, Elijah, you wanna get in the camera?
Yeah, I can-
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We need to fill us. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have more people in here. We can hang around, man. We should have took a whole corner. I'm gonna sit here because I'm gonna be in and out anyway.
No doubt.
So you can
Stop.
sit there. It's in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell your boys in the house.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna learn today.
Yes, sir. We live, baby. We live at Atlanta Blockchain Center. Today we doing things a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Not only are we live at the Atlanta Blockchain Center, we live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna talk about some of the happenings in this space. We got a mixer going on at the Atlanta Blockchain Center today. You know, it's blockchain and brunch. We got mimosas, you know, we got some ladies pulling through. You know, we got, cupcakes and little pastries, you know what I'm saying? So people can eat and we got some food being catered. So this shit's gonna be lit, yo. And I want to introduce a couple of new special guest hosts today. All right, we're gonna switch it up today. We got my boy Elijah and we got my boy Brian up in here. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are frequent listeners of our Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? So we do this every Sunday at 2 p.m. So some of the people here, I'm just gonna be passing along my phone. So there's more people in this room than you think. All right. So we live from Atlanta Blockchain Center, but we gotta definitely start talking about what's going on in politics. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about Donald Trump now having Robert Kennedy Jr. as somebody as part of his political campaign now? He endorsed him, and he probably gonna set up a position in his cabinet for him. So what's your thoughts on Robert Kennedy Jr. and Trump?
Well, I'm gonna start first with that. I'm gonna say that not only does this, I feel like this helps out Trump's agenda. To be honest, I mean, now that RFK is backing him, not only will this like have those voters that were gonna vote for him, like help Trump out, but this is just two people who support Bitcoin coming together to basically push for a bigger cause. And I mean, that's what I'm gonna leave off.
Good point.
I think it's a big time positive because Robert Kennedy Jr. He's got some good ideas. He's talking positive as far as affecting what crypto and blockchain, the direction that it's moving in, regardless of them. But he's got some positive views and some ways to utilize it, and he could only add to Trump's intellect, because Trump is not 100% know everything he's talking about when it comes to blockchain. He's not 100%, although he's learning a lot from his kids now.
Oh yeah,
They smart, but
yeah.
I think him endorsing Kennedy, that's a definite positive thing. That's going to be positive for everybody and the crypto space.
Great takes, great takes. Hold on, we got our co-host Just Cheese in the building. You really can't see him on camera, but you know he's here. So our boy Just Cheese.
We could,
Yeah, I think I agree with everybody's saying, and I think just like from a endorsement standpoint, that's the biggest thing, right? When the independent party typically falls out of the race, who they decide to endorse from a left or right perspective can sway a lot, right? And I think there's a lot of like gray area around some of the things that the Trump administration wants to do when it comes to like social policies. But for sure, we all have heard some of the stuff that RFK Jr. has spoke about as an independent on the financial side. And I think for him to back Trump shows that they're on the same page there. And him not backing the left, I think for at least for the financial piece, it showed that they weren't going in the direction that he was thinking as well. And I think he had the best plan out of all three of them. So it's good to see them working together on that side. But other than that, that's the only plus I see.
All right, great takes, y'all. Great takes. Now I ain't gonna lie. One of the first things I thought about was maybe RFK was swayed a little bit more by Trump's assassination attempt. Because RFK both had his uncle and his father killed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that might have played into his decision. Um, but let's see what he said. All right. So I have some information about what swayed Robert Kennedy Jr. to actually endorse Trump. All right. So it was at a rally in Arizona where Kennedy criticized the Democratic Party and cited free speech and the Ukraine war as reasons for his endorsement. Despite this, Kennedy did not formally end his campaign and will attempt to withdraw from ballots in certain states, though it may be too late for some. All right. So I think that certain aspects of his family, that we definitely know that they're Democratic, but I think it was a big surprise to everybody, being that, Trump and RFK Jr. was at Bitcoin Nashville. RFK Jr., he knows what he's talking about. He's been in this space for a long time. He was the first political candidate I heard talk about Bitcoin being a reserve asset for the United States, to help out our dollar and strengthen our economy. So I thought that was a good idea. And that's something that Cynthia Loomis, she has legislation she's trying to get passed in the House and in the Senate. So hopefully we can get some bipartisanship, on this legislation so it can be passed. Cynthia Loomis also said at Bitcoin Nashville that if we were to do this, just holding on to our Bitcoin that we have confiscated from the Silk Road, by 2045, we should be able to cut our national debt in half. So these are some of the things that, a lot of Republicans, they're very knowledgeable in this space. We haven't heard too much from Kamala, unfortunately. She was supposed to pull up to Bitcoin Nashville, but I think logistically it would have been too much for her to try to pull up there at the last minute, especially with her getting that nomination very, very late. So that's Robert Kennedy's, stance. He said it was the war in Ukraine and cited free speech. But I don't know. I think it's always more to what we really know behind the scenes. So Any other questions or comments on that particular subject? I want to big up people in the audience too. We got Doyle down there, and we actually got a Trump on Post Chain. We got somebody out there checking in, so appreciate you tapping in, sir or madam. So the next topic that I want to talk about specifically with Trump, and I thought this was crazy. His son Donald Jr. came out and talked about the Defiant Ones, right? The Defiant Ones is a crypto project. They announced this on his Truth Social platform, and it's going to have something to do with decentralized finance and real estate. So his son actually mentioned that they want to deal with virtual real estate. So I don't think it's a metaverse play. To me, I'm thinking they're going to tokenize some of their properties, whether it be Mar-a-Lago or Trump Towers or whatever, you know, property he has. I'm thinking it's going to be a tokenization play. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah. I saw that in the news actually, and some on Decrypt actually. So I was wondering how that was going to come into play for one, because I was like, is it going to be some sort of metaverse play? This is kind of out of my alley. I haven't really been well versed in this sector yet, but with Bitcoin coming to play, Trump being like heavy on Bitcoin, RFK being big on Bitcoin, I was just thinking that dealing with having real estate and transacting with Bitcoin would, just open many new doors for our economy for one. But I don't know how it's going to come into play. I'm interested to see how it goes. You got any thoughts?
That's something, Pat. I didn't even get to the news on that, but
All right, so I'm gonna give the people the rundown on the details of this actual story. So Donald Trump is advocating for a new decentralized finance platform called the Defiant Ones, position himself as a pro-crypto candidate ahead of the November presidential election. He promoted the platform on Truth Social and linked it to his Telegram group, which has over 40,000 subscribers. The project, led by Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., and Eric, okay, Eric is involved in the project, is shrouded in mystery regarding its specifics and launch date, but it is billed as a major innovation in finance. So his son, Eric, tweeted out a couple of weeks ago that he loves DeFi and he feels like this can help people who have difficulties getting loans, getting, capital and access to it. So I think this is a great play. It's going to force a lot of other people in politics to look at DeFi and looking at tokenization of real world assets because, like they said in the report, the details is kind of under wraps. But because he tweeted out he loves DeFi and he was talking about helping the unbanked, which is kind of ironic because he comes from a family's rich, they're billionaires. So we will monitor this situation, but does anybody else have any questions or comments? Because I believe our guy Doyle down there, he said pertaining to the first story we talked about, RFK Jr., I believe she didn't want to speak to RFK Jr. And it's strange because this is the same administration that didn't want to give him protection from the Secret Service. They did it after Trump got his, assassination attempt. But I think they need to be more mindful of people in this space, especially people who got clout. The Kennedy family has clout. So maybe if she would have just at least spoken to him, maybe he would have endorsed her, you know?
I got one other thing to say is that I got one other thing to say
Go ahead, B.
is that helping the unbanked, that's a big move right there.
It is.
Because we may be unaware, but helping the unbanked, all of a sudden there's going to be more money flowing into the economy. Those people that were unbanked in the first place, that were hiding loot and moving in secret, now they can actually move in a positive way.
With
That's right.
And it would bring with DeFi, and it would
Right.
not only promote DeFi, but it would also promote the fact that these people now are able to interact and bring their money to the market. And that's what we need.
And the fact that it'll be more mainstream too. Like
Right.
now that Trump's backing it, and then it's just so popular, everyone's like, "Oh, we're on DeFi now. I can do this, do that, and deal with real estate or whatever metaverse aspects they're trying to bring into it." But I just think that once this becomes more mainstream, it's just gonna, I don't know, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, you
I
know
would
what?
even add to that, you know, uh, for the like sake of privatization and a lot of the you really see a lot of people doing stablecoin projects, right? And if you think long term, there's a lot. Some of these stablecoin projects are being backed by real world assets, right? So I can see where there's a lot of Trump coins already, meme coins. But if I'm Trump, if I'm the Trump family, I might want to have my own Trump USDC, you know,
Yeah, sure.
and then my ecosystem can leverage that. So yeah, and
But then what about now? How about we're looking at the positives, but then what about the negatives? Like if you start or tokenizing real estate and all these things, does that take away from the people that are in that profession in any way? Does it, you know what I'm saying?
I would think it would give them more business, but we're gonna let Van have some commentary on that.
Right.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? The connector on Twitter right now. Yeah, no, that's great. So I know, like we talked about how Trump's son was out there, loved DeFi. Bitcoin now has DeFi. Trump said he wants Bitcoin to be here in America. But to answer your question, I think the cons again is decentralization. I think that's the only con. I think when Trump will be tokenizing his assets, real estate, backed by that, that could possibly create his own stablecoin. But I think the only negative to it is decentralization. There are cons and pros to both. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se, but the whole ethos of blockchain is decentralization and cutting out the intermediaries. But when I first started going down the rabbit hole on blockchain, I was a blockchain maximalist. I was like, yeah, everything needs to be on blockchain. Everything does not need to be on blockchain. But I could see tokenizing real estate being one of those things that would make sense, right? If you want to support whoever wants to tokenize something, you can be a part of it. Because here in America, in the capitalist system, is you have to be an accredited investor. What does that mean? You need to make $250,000 after tax, or
Your net worth is like $1 million.
exactly. So I think it'll definitely even the playing field, but it just really depends because you know how like BlackRock they have their little token, but you need to be an accredited investor. So I think if the Trump family plays their cards right, and if he really loves DeFi and it really actually does his due diligence and his research, I don't see the Trump brand going anywhere anytime soon. So
Great points, man. Great points, all of y'all, man. I appreciate the commentary. Appreciate the commentary. I mean, like, hold on, we got co-host Just Cheese. He got some more commentary. You want to speak on this? Go ahead, brother. Yeah, I mean, I think they just, they are doing something that you'll just see happen in the future. Who's stopping Disney from coming out with a stable coin?
Right.
And that they can tokenize their IP. So Sony just launched. Sony just launched the blockchain, which I know we're going to get into, right? And then there's another blockchain that A16Z just backed, this Story, right? The Story blockchain. Okay. That they just backed, which is another L2, but that L2 is specifically for IP, right? So when you can tokenize anything, right? To Van's point, and then build liquidity on top of it, enough liquidity so that you can launch a stablecoin or launch an asset that you can then gain fees around. Right now, you're making money off of fees, and people are trading. So is this the extension of your brand? To Van's point.
One positive.
Just wanted to add something real quick, a little off topic. It is good that they have given Kennedy the like Secret Service protection or whatever you call it,
Mhm.
because I wanted to ask, have any of you ever heard of like the Kennedy curse?
What is the Kennedy curse?
It's just
Obviously,
all the Kennedy family members, they always end up somehow dying. It's like if you go down like crazy rabbit hole, but it's like a lot of their family members have died. And I was like, shit, it's just good to know that they've given him the Secret Service protection for real for real.
wow. Yeah, and every political candidate who's running should feel protected in this country. They shouldn't feel like, they got to dodge bullets just because they have a political stance and some ideas they want to, campaign. So I think that it was great that they finally did that, but it does put a, kind of a black eye on the Democratic Party on their response to something that they should have been doing, you know. So I appreciate everybody's commentary on that. All right. Just want to big up everybody down there who's checking in. We got Dap Hub, we got Project Pod, we got B Wise. He's live here, and Project Pod is live here too. We got Doyle. He is a member of the ABC family. Yes, he comes through and he offers some great commentary as well. We appreciate you tapping in, sir. And we got Venom. All right, Venom and Trump on Post Chain. So big up to everybody in the spaces today. So let's talk about the founder of Telegram. Telegram, they've been doing a lot in this space recently. So yesterday, Pavel Durov, I don't know if I said his name right, so pardon me to those who are French and Russian because he is French and Russian. All right, he's the CEO of Telegram. Okay, he's also the founder. He was arrested yesterday by French authorities after landing at the Le Bourget airport near Paris. According to a recent report, Le Monde, Duvero was flying in from this country I can not pronounce, so I'm not even going to try it. But he was flying in on his private jet, and they stopped it, and that led to his arrest. All right, so the arrest was part of an investigation into alleged illegal activities linked to Telegram. The allegations against Telegram include serious offenses such as fraud, drug trafficking, cyberbullying, and organized crime. Authorities are particularly concerned about Telegram's lack of control over harmful content on its platform. If he is found guilty, he can face up to 20 years in jail. So I think, man, for people to be able to tap their cell phones and to earn an in-game currency on Telegram, for people to play games on Telegram and you get rewarded, with the not coin, you know, uh, you play Hamster Combat or the several other games you can play on Telegram and you can earn in-game currency, and that's helping out a lot of people who are, you know, living in poverty,
Right.
So that can think about if somebody can earn $1 American playing this game, think about how much a country's currency is devalued, like Nigeria or Venezuela, how much money that can be for them. You see what I'm saying? So I think they coming after him is because, first of all, he's beating every other social media platform to the punch when it comes to integrating blockchain technology. They have their own um, ecosystem that they created with the not coin, you know, and you actually have the ton coin, which is the coin backing Telegram. All right. I think that was the main reason why they went after him is because of the freedom that cryptocurrency brings. And he knows that with over almost 900 million users on Telegram, you can change a lot of people's lives. All right. So we got more people who came into the room, but I want to hear what you guys take on the founder of Telegram getting arrested.
I was just wondering what the negative impacts of that would be for one, because I mean, so many people are using those tap to earn games. It's so easy to just get started for one. So I mean, like, I'm not too big and on the ton and stuff, but just the fact that he's been arrested, I already saw that affected the price. And I mean, I wish he wasn't arrested, but it's still crazy to know that you can go on Telegram, interact with all those games for free, quick and easy, and it's insane to me. And I was wondering
is this gonna affect any airdrops that are gonna be coming? Like, I wonder if those are gonna be delayed now, or if that's gonna be removed all in general, because now that he's been arrested, are people gonna think differently about these Telegram games? Like, that's what I want to say.
That was a great question. Go ahead, Van.
I don't typically watch mainstream media, but in our generation, I guess mainstream media now is YouTube, but I just do the exact opposite. I don't see it as a negative thing. I think it kind of just happens like that. But to answer your question directly, Elijah, it's just the future. We're super early. You know, being a visionary, I remember when streaming wasn't really that big. I was actually streaming on Twitch TV, but well, previously it was just on TV, and I saw like, man, you can literally make money playing video games. Fast forward 10 years later, you have all these streamers making millions of dollars. It's the same thing with blockchain technology. So because there's no laws and regulations, you know, people here at the ABC, backed by Coinbase Center Crypto, going out to Washington D.C. and educating legislators on the importance of cryptocurrency, blockchain, etc. It's only a matter of time. As you can see, I know we may or may not talk about this. You know, CZ is going to be coming out soon, so I think it's just, and I don't want to say it in a negative way, but I think it's just all part of the process. When you're building something great, eyes going to be looked at. Stuff that's promoted is degeneracy, and stuff that's not good for you. Stuff that is good for you is always a drawback in the public space, or just the media wants to make it look like it's bad, but really this whole time they're eating it.
That's right.
Slice checking in, Slice X. Man, I want to totally agree with that, and I want to build upon that. Anytime you're pioneering anything, this is proven through history. I mean, it could be whether you're in healthcare, technology, cuisine, agriculture, fashion, no matter what lane you in, when you pioneering something, it's gonna be the roadblocks you're gonna hit at the beginning of it because there are no rules. So technically, we're not breaking any rules either, but being that there's no rules written, sometimes you can create an impact that's so strong that it'll make people
It'll define the
figure.
rule.
It'll
It'll help
define
make the
rules. Exactly. It'll define what rules are great for that time period. And sometimes it don't have to be great. We don't have to agree with it, but sometimes it just is what it is. You know what I mean? And no matter what it is, that's why education is what I prioritize. So when it comes to moving in the blockchain space or technology in general, I say educate yourself, and I say, you know, the best teacher is experience. So, you know, no matter what we tell you, you're not gonna understand until you get proactive. And it can feel scary at first, you know, but scared money don't make no money.
That's right.
It's simple. Scared money.
That's right.
So, you know, never be scared to explore, never be scared to ask questions, and never be scared to do what explore uncharted territory, basically. Never be scared to explore uncharted territory. That's what I leave y'all with today. And it's a beautiful vibe in here right now. You know what I'm saying? We're here with the most brilliant minds in the whole world. And right here from the Mecca, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to be here, and it's going down. You feel me? Matter of fact, it's going up. War run talk.
Right, that's right. For those that don't know, we live at ABC. That was our guy Slice, man. Just letting y'all know, educate yourself in this space. But we will monitor the situation. And Van brought up a good point as well. He said that CZ, it was rumored that he got out, but he was actually sent to a halfway house. So he got like another 30-something days left. And CZ will be a free man. You know, he paid $4 billion, the famous picture he was holding up before. He spoke that into existence. So, he's a billionaire. So $4 billion, I don't care if you're a billionaire, that's still a lot of money to pay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, free CZ, yo. You know what I mean? And I got the Free Ross pin that I got from Bitcoin Nashville. That's the guy who founded the Silk Road. So Trump was talking about freeing him if he became president. You know what I'm saying?
So
As time served. You know what I mean? That man just developed an app and people took advantage of it. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody's commentary on that, you know. And another story I want to talk about, Joe mentioned this earlier, all right? Sony, they take a plunge into Web3 with a new Ethereum Layer 2 network called Synonium, all right? So Sony Block Solutions Labs have launched a testnet for its new Ethereum Layer 2 blockchain, Synonium, designed to enhance decentralization, scalability, efficiency, and user-friendliness to drive Web3 adoption. Targeting applications in entertainment, finance, and gaming, Synonium aims to offer innovative solutions like profit sharing and rights protections for creators. Built on Optimism Foundation's OP stack, Synonium features scalable infrastructure, advanced smart contract capabilities, and regulatory tools. Key Web3 partners include Circle, Optimism, The Graph, Chainlink, Astar Network, and Alchemy. I think Sony, man, they are ahead of the curve, and they purchased a crypto exchange earlier this year. I forgot the name of that exchange that they purchased, but they setting up something big. And if you ask me, they setting this up for Grand Theft Auto 6 to have these in-game currencies, you know, whether they create a stable coin or their own, you know, Rockstar token or whatever,
Yeah.
that you can win for finishing and completing missions. I think this will change the game. You know,
So it looks
So,
like they acquired Amber Japan and they renamed it to S Block.
yes, that is the
That's
name of the
crazy.
platform. It was called Amber Japan. They actually acquired that last, what was it, earlier this year?
Yeah, August last year.
Yeah, it
So
was
it's
about
about-
August of last year. All right. So it was formerly Deep Current. I mentioned this in a story last year, so I've been paying attention what Sony is doing, but I think this is a play for their gaming console. So what do you guys think about that idea?
Yeah, I think everything you said, and I actually didn't read all the partnerships, which is key that you mentioned because you know there's a lot of like IP hubs that are coming out with blockchains for some of the stuff that I just mentioned, right? Because there's a lot of like ways to be able to tokenize all the things that they're doing, but they're partnering with Alchemy and all these other platforms as well. So it also looks like they're looking for developers to build on top of it, because Alchemy is a developer platform. So now they're introducing the ability to just like you build on Ethereum, build on Synonium, right? And so I think that's one, and that building on top of it leads to the stuff that you're talking about, right? The ability to build games, right? Which is what Sony should be doing. It's going to be doing anyway, right? Or any third-party developer wants to come on the Sony blockchain and build games. Now have developer tools to build with. So I think that's going to be big. And then also, we talked about earlier the IP, right? Sony Music, Sony film, like films, like the umbrella is big for them. And then the fact that the way Japan, like the way companies in Japan often operate as well, is like it's not like they touch so much things. Like they touch, like Sony touches telecommunications as well over in Japan, and then they touch parts of the government. So it's big for them to do this, especially at home.
I was just gonna say, not only Sony, but also just to pivot a little bit, Xbox as well, because I saw an article on Decrypt about Xbox. They're already talking about their new Xbox coming out 2028, and they're thinking about incorporating not even well, they're thinking about incorporating Web3 aspects into the Xbox. So there might be a Web3 wallet for PlayStation and Xbox. So with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out 2025, man, who knows what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be a wild adventure coming up in these next few years.
Yeah, I want to say one more thing too, but yeah, go
The
ahead.
last thing I want to say, by the way, guys, you know, with the whole Apple releasing their open source NFC chip and accepting USDC, I don't want to hear people saying crypto's a scam anymore. Like that crypto's a
Super fact.
You have a lot of these companies that have been using blockchain for decades now. Bank, Starbucks, like you no longer use that story.
I
So
want to touch on that too.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm talking about crypto, man. They in California they just put millions of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, titles, car titles on blockchain. In Chicago, I think since 2017 they've been recording childbirths on the blockchain.
Really? I ain't know
Earliest
those.
marriages and voting systems outside of America use blockchain for verification. It's too many practical uses. And then we ain't even went into the deep end sector. That's a whole nother bunch of practical uses. But yeah, man, y'all don't sleep on what's already right here. I mean, we can wait until all of this is, I wouldn't say necessarily forced, but it just is what it is. You know what I mean? It's about being ahead. It's about paying attention to what's going on, and like I said, practical uses. I mean, even the some as simple as audience is going to revolutionize. Personally, I feel like it's going to revolutionize the podcasting area. Like music, of course, but it's called audience. It's not called music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about audio. So every form of audio books, just every type of form of audio that we think of that we use right now. But going through blockchain tokenization, I feel like that's going to be very big upcoming 2025 and 2026 because we value education, because we value IP, all of that. It all ties into it. But podcasting specifically is video, visual and audio, right? But the original format of podcasting with audio. So if you can't do anything, you can cut a video on YouTube and listen to it. You know,
Right.
audio is always going to be a supreme um, form of content uh, consumption because of the ease of use. You know, I got an uncle that's blind. He's been blind my whole life, but he can tell you everything about music. You know what I'm saying? He's been blind my whole life, and he know how to drive. We ain't gonna get into all that.
Wow.
It's real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
Yeah. And my boy Just Cheese got some more commentary on that.
Yeah, well, I want to bounce off the deep end topic real quick because one thing that I've been reading around on this weekend is this company called Return Gaming, and they are actually launching a deep end project for TVs, right, where you can build uh, build deep end apps, build deep end apps into the TV, right? And Samsung earlier this year announced a project where, if you buy the Samsung Web3 TV package, your TV is mining, your Samsung TV is doing defense.
Whoa,
Right,
Listen, that's about to be my next television.
Yeah, your
No
Samsung.
brainer.
Yeah, it's actually out already, but I mean, it was so under the radar that I don't even remember hearing how much it cost. Yeah, Samsung is right. So you just have the TV and it's decentralized, right? Physical infrastructure, like Sony. So going back to the Sony point, right? Sony makes TVs, Bravia, right? They can do the same thing. So I just wanted to highlight that since we're talking about since he brought up deep end, and I've already seen 2 stories in the last 3 months around TVs that are going to be leveraged as deep end tools.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. Y'all need to be on the lookout for any Depends project, whether it's the Helium, Depends project.
Project 5,
You got
Ready, man.
yeah, you know what I mean? So I want to say one thing though, man. We live at ABC. I don't know if y'all know this, but we got a room full of people, and I wish y'all could see the amount of people that's in here, man. But it's a beautiful thing. We live streaming on YouTube right now, and gotta big up everybody who pulled through here. We're gonna have a special guest come through. This lady Tia, man, she's phenomenal on Web3. Just to have a sister who's knowledgeable in blockchain. who can help other women understand what this technology is and how it can revolutionize any industry that you in. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, y'all, any other questions or comments? Because that deep end play is serious,
they
whether
know
it's a
it's
TV, actually I heard there's another gaming console that's gonna be dropped by Zilliqa, I believe, and they're gonna have the ability to do mining, with their console. Yes.
I think, well, I don't think, I know things come in waves. And talking to a lot of people who do meme coin trading, a lot of them are actually looking to like utility tokens, right? Especially stuff that actually has value. And when it comes to DPAN, the integration is so seamless that I always tell people, whatever you already know in the Web3, it's physical world, you can easily translate it to Web3. It's the same thing, it's just digital. It's just very hard for people to conceptualize everything that it's digital. You can't use your five senses to it. But it's like, picking back off of Slice it with Deepin, right? Perfect example is Healer. You have an internet connection, you have a router. Well, if you plug in your miner into it for the helium, mining helium, or decentralized internet access, and Florida they have where you can do talk, text, and web unlimited for $5.
$5.
Like it literally disrupts not only these big mega corporations. It's like guys, like you now have ownership.
And you get paid more than $5. So it's really free and you know how to use it.
Exactly. So I got the Solana phone, at the point, I believe they gave me Bonk and a few other stuff.
right.
Literally getting that, paid for the phone and some. So don't sleep on, it's cool to invest and look into other cryptocurrencies, but here in Atlanta Blockchain Center, we're producing, right? We're not just consumers, we're producing and we're educating people. So don't sleep on utility and governance token. I know it's more of like a longer plan. People want that instant gratification, that instant 10x, but hold on, delay gratification and hold on, like people did with Bitcoin 14 years later. Here we go.
Yeah, y'all. Appreciate
Got a
that
question.
commentary. Appreciate that commentary. All right, we got a question in the space. Hold on.
He's a non-crypto person. This special. Let's see what he got to say. I just got a quick question. So cast in, I'm a basketball designer. I got a clothing brand, a couple of rich skater, very same, et cetera, et cetera. But from the outside looking in, because I'm not that experienced with Bitcoin, do you guys have your own coin?
It's like the center or just the
Center, yes.
The
But
center?
individually, no, we haven't.
What's the center's coin?
Project Pi can probably speak a little bit more into what they got going on as far as a token. PPY.
Now,
So that's kind of hard because a coin, right? You can have a non-fungible token like NFT, like gated access membership. So the Atlanta Blockchain Center does have NFTs, non-fungible token, technically a coin. Project Pi, that's my co-founder there, Chris, Lefty Chris 13 on Twitter. It just depends, right? There's different types of coins, starting back coins or tokens, right? With our token or coin, Project Pi Yield or PPY, it's a governance and utility token for our protocol. I know you're not really into crypto, but essentially what we built is a digital bank where you still have access to your capital. Example, if you have a 401k or a saving account or a Roth IRA, put money into it, but it's locked up. You can't touch it. With DeFi, specifically with staking, you can deposit your cash and get it back and still stay liquid while still earning interest.
Big up Project Pi. Got a big up Project Pi.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Well, Lefty Chris 13 wants to say something. So, when he talks, it's about the fire. So,
This is Project Pi's co-founder, Chris, and I'm gonna pass it on to him.
Nah, let's get a little spicy.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll get the alpha. So, first and foremost, everyone asks like, oh, is Project Pi a fork of Lido or Rocket Pool? It's like, well, at one end, yes, Ethereum-based liquid staking protocols like Lido and Rocket Pool paved the way for the system. But with Project Pi, we've done something that's a little bit more revolutionary. We have added deflationary mechanics to PPY. But not just that, the mechanics make sense because we're going to offer a unique spin to PPY to allow people to actually receive revenue from the fees that's coming in from our system. So imagine a liquid staking protocol with deflationary metrics with also quote unquote rev sharing from the actual liquid staking fees. That's a one in a kind. Basically, that's the first liquid staking protocol in the world to do so, and we built it on testnet today.
Yeah, and Nipsey Hussle said it best, guys. It's like, what is it? Yeah, fourth, like people don't know what they're looking at, but at the same time, it's like these companies are going to be coming into the woodworks. Like we've seen all these big mega corporations paving the way, but you have lean startups like Project Pi, where it's just a 3-man team. And me working in corporate America as a data engineer at Mailchimp, Intuit Mailchimp. If you wanted to implement something, it would take months, sometimes years, and sometimes it would sunset it. But with not just blockchain, but just being a startup, we can just pivot so much. And like what we're doing is literally one of a kind before like now people are going to be copying us, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because copying and mimicking is a form of flattery. So we're fine with that. But the beautiful thing is we've seen all of our competitors, all 138 different delivery platforms on every single chain, who their messages are, what they're doing, and the pain points. Put that in our heart, souls, and really everything into what we're doing. So yes, I know a lot of people are excited for mainnet. It's coming. Again, we are doing a campaign where if you do a liquid staking video tutorial, it's not going to take that long. You have a chance to win $200 or pulse. And we have another campaign coming up. But again, what I'm trying to say is don't just be a consumer. Please produce, build with a purpose. And we're here for a long time and not a short time.
That's right. We 10 and 5. Let's fucking go. So for those that don't know, 10 and 5 that's the mission statement for the Atlanta Blockchain Center. All right. It's the goal to make Atlanta a top 10 city for crypto innovation in 5 years. So where we at? We a little over 2 years right now.
Over 2 years.
And we've been doing a lot. Everybody in this room has built something, and when I met them, they're in a different position. They leveled up. So I know this facility, it helped us, develop our skills and our talents and bring our ideas together.
And again, we also have to big up Teron Gold, because what he's doing is honestly decentralizing news.
That's
right. And I could see, again, it's just his vision, but I could see so many ways where TCK can take this. Right now, we're doing live streams. It's just going to get bigger and better and growing. But I can honestly see, I'm not just saying it's the gas him up because I'm a really honest person, but I could definitely see Crypto Crew being one of the top news outlets.
For sure. Blockchain.
Decentralized
And I
media.
Absolutely. Decentralized media. There you go.
extremely humbled by that statement, y'all, for real. And I appreciate
Decentralized
everybody's
media.
support here, because like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all believing in what I established. You know what I'm saying? So got to big up to all of my fellas over here, especially, the bar chef. He ain't here right now. He's out there mixing and mingling. He's the founder of Atlanta Blockchain Center, so we got to big him up.
Bar chef right there. Bar chef and spirit.
Yeah.
So
It's an ultimate train of short.
All right, so now we want to bring in the ladies.
Bring the ladies.
All right, so we got our resident ABC family. She got some information that she want to drop. B, he got some thoughts that he want to speak on. Go ahead, B.
I'm not even sure if I should speak on it because Bill Cosby was, if I'm not mistaken, was in the middle of trying to get a media take over some heavy media. And for that reason, I think they wanted him to like that. But see, decentralized media, right? It's a whole different platform. He was trying to do it on a centralized way where it costs them. And now social media has taken over the media platform. In fact, social media is our new TV. That's our new entertainment. No one watches TV anymore. Everyone's either on TikTok or YouTube getting their education and watching these Facebook, but the regular source of media like TV and all that stuff, that's played out. It's no longer that, no.
That's a big fact. Most of the breaking stories I've seen, it happens on Twitter before anything.
Right.
When Biden announced he was dropping out, that went to Twitter first before any other place.
Real time algorithm.
Exactly. Trump, he has his own social media platform, so anything that he likes to announce goes theirs first. Outside of that, everything goes to Twitter. So we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot because we are live at ABC. All right. So we got some ladies in the building. You know, how y'all ladies doing? How y'all
Hey,
ladies
ladies.
doing? All right. And we got Tia, our resident, you know, Web3
Lady
lady,
No.
you know, holding it down. She's very educated in this space. So Tia, first of all, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. Great turnout. I'm super excited to be here. Usually it's a lot of hard legs in the building. It's nice to see some ladies in the space today. You know what I'm saying? So this is a breath of fresh air. You know, blockchain technology, I think women make about 8 to 12% um of the demographics in the space, and that's include black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever you call blue, green, yellow, 12%. And so it's definitely refreshing when we get to see new faces, especially feminine faces in here that represent and that are interested in the space. So I'm super excited.
Well, that's a great segue. What got you interested in crypto and blockchain?
Man, issues with the IRS. Gonna jump straight off the porch. Issues with the IRS. And when I'm like, whoa, if I would have had my money in crypto, things would have been a lot different. So that's what got me interested. But once I realized like the tech behind it and all the implications, like future, um, just the future implications of this technology, it kept me. You know, people say they start with the money and stay for the tech. That's so true. Once you see what's being built, the intellectual capacity in this space is second to none, and it'll keep you here. So
All right, cool, cool. So, what do you think is the issue with having so little women in this space? What do you think could happen to get them more involved in this space?
um, the information is very. Listen, I'm a realist, but it's very vanilla, and it's hard for my people to digest women and people of color. And so once we start trying to get involved in this space, it's hard to digest. There's a huge learning curve just to even start to understand what this technology is. So I think that's the biggest hurdle.
Got you, got you. So, do you think women like Taylor Swift or Beyonce, because they actually did something phenomenal this year, they had their film that they released, right?
Mhm.
It was a tour that they were both on, and these tours were filmed and then released in the movie theaters. So Taylor Swift and Beyonce actually had the ability, if you had crypto, to pay for the movie tickets in crypto.
Okay.
So I think situations like that, where prominent women in entertainment could bring in a use case for it, I think that'll also help bringing in more women into this space. What do you think about that?
No, I definitely think that is definitely a tool to bridge the gap between women. Again, Taylor and Beyonce make up probably 50% of the 50% of the women in what we listen to, and a lot of influence in our space. So I definitely think they definitely have the ability to influence. But this space, what I like to tell people, there's no shortcuts.
Right.
To really become strong in this space, there's no shortcuts. You have to really grind it out, and it's a intellectual grind, um, and it's a commitment. So although it'll bring a lot of exposure, that grind has to come from within.
Facts.
So
That's a fact. So that's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach ambition and you can't teach drive. People have to have that. You can sprinkle a seed on somebody and hopefully, that seed will grow. Some other people might have to provide the water. Some other people might have to provide like the sunlight. I'm just using analogies right now as far as information to help people expand with it. So that's why
I got a comment to make.
all right, our homeboy B, he got a comment. What's going on?
I'm thinking Because I've been looking at the whole scenario of why there's so little women in the space, and I think it comes. It's only my opinion, but I think it comes from maybe women are still they see men as the head of household. Men are usually the business go getter. Let's and bring it home. And when we got enough pot, we can always say, okay, you love doing hair. You know what? Let's just throw up a beauty parlor. That's yours.
Right.
We're usually the initial go getter. We're the testers. We're the test dummies, and we usually go out there and figure it out first. And now that we figure it out, now women are more comfortable in saying, "Oh, you know what? I've actually seen my husband doing this for so long. This is our bread and butter." And then they draw more interest into getting into that area. But I think it comes from something like that.
I'll say
That
actually,
makes sense.
I'm not gonna say that much, but you can hold the
Okay,
mic.
Jeff.
I'll just say that a little differently. Is like women are innovators, right? Once the space has solidified, I think there's going to be a lot of innovation coming from women and building on top of that.
Right. With clothing.
Yeah,
Right. So we have some women in the building here. So we want to ask
Got a woman
ladies,
that want to speak.
what is your opinion about what we're discussing here, women in Web3? And you got to tell the people what your name is.
Okay. Well, my name is Naya. I've been friends with Tia since the 90s.
Okay.
But as a branch off that same tree, for me, in my experience, I think women, we are very detail oriented thinkers. Men are big picture thinkers. And I always tell Tia she's a big picture thinker. I always call her visionary. She thinks in big pictures. And when blockchain first came out, I mean, that was a big picture idea. And so I think as women enter the space, it will even improve in a lot of ways because we're in the minutia of everything. We like fine details and things like that. And I think that would keep me a very, very fine detail thinker.
And skeptics.
Yes. Right. And so I'm the one, she has a big idea. Okay, well, then I got all these a million other questions to help me digest it better. And so I think to me, as a branch off, both of what you guys were saying, that's some of the disconnect that's been going on too. So
I agree.
Absolutely. Good point. Yeah.
Now we have a couple more ladies here, and I want to get their opinion on about. We're gonna put them on the spot a little bit, but introduce yourself and tell the people your opinion about women in Web3.
hi, I'm Tanika Sherman. This is my opinion. First and foremost, women are some of the biggest consumers out there. And so when we're going to take interest in something, the first thing we are thinking is what's in it for me and does it make sense? I got into crypto a long, long time ago. And it was based off of me taking a look at those that were already in there and making it happen. And they had to make it make sense for me. And I'll be honest with you, I am in real estate. And so I understand that, that's also kind of tying in, but I don't want to get what they call the shiny object syndrome where you're like just into everything. So for me, I just don't want to get the scatterbrain either. But it has to really tie into what I'm doing in my everyday life. You got to make it make sense for me. And then I don't think that there's enough exposure out there for women. Like you guys mentioned Beyonce and Taylor Swift. You got to look at their marketing team. What are they marketing? Look at the average thing that a woman spends her time and money on, and how are they marketing to women? If we found a way to really break that barrier and bridge that gap, then I think you'll have a lot more women coming in. But you got to make it. You have to really like paint it pink and purple and
Make
all
it sexy.
that. Like,
We gotta make
it make sense.
Make it digestible.
because it is male dominated, like
Make
you
it digestible.
mentioned. So yeah,
Absolutely.
make it digestible. I think it'll work.
My name's Nikia. I'm from London. How I got into crypto is I actually trade forex. So it didn't seem that far-fetched to a far bridge when you trade forex to be like, okay, crypto, I'm saying it's another currency that you can trade online. But I would say for me, I'm also an accountant as well. So I think my mind's a bit more technical. So it doesn't seem that strange. But I know that when I mention it to other people, even just saying forex, they kind of shut their eyes and like. So I think it's a matter of making it seem like it's actually not that difficult. Does that make sense? It's almost like putting it in a sandwich as opposed to making a 5-course meal. So then and catching the pieces that does that make sense? That everyone can be like, actually, this makes sense. Yes, this makes sense. So then someone can be like, actually, this is doable. Like again, forex is not difficult if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. So that's my view.
Awesome. All right. We got a few more people in the building. Actually, it's a lot of people in here. Y'all just don't know. Chris Morgan, man. He's
Get him in the
I
tail.
was gonna say something because you spoke on Forex, and I also do trading as well, but my end of that is actually showing people how they can trade the bonds market and actually cash out in Bitcoin. Because the thing is, they're gonna make it hard for people to be able to access a lot of these cryptos here soon, KYC, different types of things like that. And my biggest thing is for us to be able to have a way that we can trade with other people's money, not even using our money, trade using other people's money, and also cash out in crypto. And that's one of the key things and things that I'm big on as well. So I'm glad you brought up the Forex and stuff like that, because again, technical analysis is big. It's not just for Forex. Technical analysis goes across the board for Forex, stocks, options, bonds. And what you all should be trading anyway is institutional zones. And institutional zones are in all of those. So that's just one of the things. So I'm glad you made a.
So and don't forget to mention prop firms.
Well, the prop firms,
Yeah.
the prop firms are where you don't have to use your own money.
Yeah,
So that's what it is. So the prop firms are where you don't have to use your own money. So that's one of the biggest things. Beat those challenges, find which one works best for your trading style, and then you can do that.
And I just wanted to say for all the ladies and newcomers here, we do have these live on Twitter every single Thursday at 2. So if you do have an X or YouTube, please follow.
Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Run it on Sundays at 2 p.m.
But we're here every Thursday, like church.
In the
Like church. In church. Spreading the gospel of crypto, I promise you. And a lot of times when you're trying to get into a new space or trying to gain education in the space, you enter a lot of gatekeepers. This is the first space that I've ever been in where there's no gatekeeping. They're sharing all the alpha that they have freely. It's super revolutionary. So
Yeah, so for any ladies interested in learning more about this space, in particular the industry that you in, we have individuals like Juan where he understands, trading, and you can have conversations with him and he can let you know how you can integrate crypto into what you already do. Same thing with you. We have a gentleman by the name of James with Real AI, which incorporates AI, blockchain, and real estate. So that's another individual I want you to meet. So this is what this whole space is for. And we got an individual by the name of Trav here with Dap Hub. So that's like.
What's up, mom, guys?
and it's
So we ain't know this. Just spinning here.
no.
Yeah.
It's a blockchain term, but she minted a rare NFT.
But when I say everywhere I go, I hype Trav up. This is the most impressive young man off script that I've ever met. Seriously, like what you did was remarkable. So
She's a quietly infiltrate.
We gonna big up Trav's mother here.
No doubt.
We gotta big up Trav. He's a great builder in this space. And
OHIL. Yes.
So yeah, we have individuals here from Morehouse, and that is the school where Trav graduated from. Now, Trav, you want to tell the people about that hub and what you do in this space in particular, and the things you've spoken to your mom about in this space?
Alright, alright. Hey guys, I'm Trevor Sherman, and I'm one of the co-founders of DAPHub Browser. And so we're a browser that makes it extremely easy for anybody to jump into Web3. Our browser has three key features. You sign up with free email, then you kind of go and like explore the type of applications inside of our app store, and the browser has a built-in wallet, so you don't really have to worry about your keys. However, like your keys are locked on your like Mac device, so it never leaves the device at all. And this is the way to keep our user life secure. Uh, Morehouse has definitely shaped me. I went in 2019, um, came out. Morehouse has a phrase. You give Morehouse a boy, and they give you a man. And so I feel like I came out like a whole different person. And without Morehouse, I wouldn't have met um, Marlon Williams or Sean Wilkerson, who is the founder of StorageJ as well, and many other great people at the house. I believe I I would say I told my mom about what was happening in crypto, like last bull market, 2021. I heard about it through my mom's friend, so T was the first person that told me about it, and he told me about Loop Ring. That was like my freshman year. It's like 2019, 2020. I was, just dabbling in stocks and crypto, just using it as a way to like save up funds, like for later on in my life. But as a software engineer major, I started to realize, especially like during the pandemic, that this is like the future, and the structure of the internet is literally changing. Like it's almost being turned on its head. Not only the internet, but also finances too as well. So that's what first attracted me. And this isn't my mom's first event here. I believe the first event was the Thanksgiving back in 2022. Um, Thanksgiving slash Christmas, yeah. Man. Yeah, so thankful for my mom to always like support me through my journey of DAPHub. I graduated DAPHub right out of college, and my mom's always been the person that always like believed in me from the start. Thank you, mom.
Awesome,
We
man.
definitely got to big up. What's your mother's name? I want to say her name.
Tanika Sherman.
Tanika Sherman. We definitely got to big up Tanika, your mother,
Yes.
just for supporting you and believing in your dreams. Especially as a young black man, we're gonna need that encouragement, that support. And it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? So I look at some of the individuals in here as like my Web3 family, but we the Web3 Avengers. You know what I'm saying? And we all have our own special gifts that we bring to the table. But like Warren said earlier, these are some of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life.
Right.
Men and women in that
Absolutely.
space.
Right.
I gotta say that hands down.
Hands down.
Right.
So
You don't know who's in this building. Boy, the brain cells in this building.
So the thing I want to say, I want y'all to please, network with people in here. Ask questions. There are very knowledgeable individuals in here. And no matter what age you are, don't feel like you're too old or don't feel like, you're too young to understand.
Or
this.
too late to the space. Just to kind of piggyback off of what he said, in terms of the intellectual capacity, like I tell anybody on a Thursday evening, let's look up every room in this city. I guarantee the intellectual capacity that's in this room is second to none. Second to none. These are some of the most brilliant minds, most brilliant builders, and I'm just so fortunate to be a part of this space. Sometimes I when I'm reflecting on it, I'm like, man, like Atlanta has always been like the center for revolution and change. Whenever a revolution is it usually pops off in Atlanta. Not all the time, but a lot of time your biggest revolutions pop off in Atlanta. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that Atlanta Blockchain Center is revolutionary, and the revolution it will not be televised, but it is being streamed.
That's right.
Like that.
So ABC. So if y'all want to run this back, because we're about to end this spaces, so you know we can get a little mixy and we can have some fun, have some drinks. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know we gotta stay Web3 wavy in here. So big up to everybody who helped hold this down today. Van from Project Pi. Tia, we finally got a lady up on stage co-hosting today. You know what I'm saying? My boy G-Wise.
Skylar.
Co-host Just Cheese, Skylark. You know, gotta big up my boy again. Sean,
Big
you know,
up.
our boy Trav. We gotta big up Chris, Elijah, you know, everybody who had commentary today, all the ladies that had, you know, some great commentary, some thoughts, questions, and concerns. You know, like I said, there's definitely reach out to individuals in here, and you'll be able to tap in and get some good knowledge, man, and be able to take this information back to your friends and family, and then maybe you know you can be that go-to person to help educate people around you. You know, so that's what it's about. It's about education. It's about networking, and it's about, you know, us saving ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So generational wealth is created from people who have mentalities like us, you know, because we're here for this fourth industrial revolution, which is blockchain and AI. And Atlanta Blockchain Center is at the forefront. Everybody in here, you know, I'm proud of all my fellas and sisters and queens up in here. So thank y'all for the support. Pick up the Atlanta Blockchain Center with beautiful mixes. It's a blockchain and brunch event. We live at ABC. So it's going on till 6 o'clock. So if y'all listening, and if y'all in the Atlanta area, some people might be at Invest Fest. You know, if y'all want to decompress from that and just be around, you know, crypto people, we here, y'all. So thank y'all for tapping in. This is your boy T Gold. I'm the host of the Crypto Crew. Let's big up everybody.
Make sure y'all follow
tapped in. Y'all definitely follow me.
Crypto Crew.
You know, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and we live streaming on YouTube. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
And then